Helmets Off, brought to you by WCF. Insurance is now on, starting a new segment called Good, Better, and Worst. That's right. And our first topic is going to be NBA coaches. Who was good, who was better, and who was worse? It's an interesting lot, these NBA coaches. I don't even understand where they get some of them, and some of them are great and some of them are bad. Well, this year, a good coach was the Utah Jazz coach, Quinn Snyder. The Jazz, in the end of December, were 19-29, worst record in the West, way out of the playoffs. Everyone's talking about, hey, let's tank, let's give this up, let's not do this anymore. And then all of a sudden they have this miraculous moment where they won an overtime game in Detroit, and you watched Quinn Snyder and this team really gel together. They were playing with tremendous chemistry, and some of their players had incredible development over the year. Joe Ingles became a shooting threat in the three-point range in the NBA. Rudy Gobert is actually going to end up being probably the defensive player of the year. And then, of course, Donovan Mitchell ends up becoming a superstar in his rookie season. Truly remarkable job by Quinn Snyder. And, of course, all of this on the heels of Gordon Hayward ripping Utah Jazz hearts apart by leaving and going to the Boston Celtics, which leads us to our better choice, which is Brad Edwards, the head coach of the Boston Celtics. Well, he gets Gordon Hayward. Things are looking great. He's got Isaiah Thomas, who was just phenomenal a year ago. This team is like a heartbeat away of going to the NBA Finals a year ago. And here at the start of the season, literally like a minute or two into it, Gordon Hayward goes down with an injury. Isaiah Thomas is gone. The whole roster is shaken up. And this team is on the verge of going to the NBA Finals. They're up 2-0 on the Cleveland Cavaliers, led by LeBron James. Now LeBron, scored 41 in the last game, and that wasn't even close to enough for the Celtics to win, for the Cavaliers to win. The Celtics have just been a dominant team, and you look at how they play. They play great defense. They're a team built kind of like the Utah Jazz. They got this, share the ball, spread the wealth kind of thing going, and they look like a tough out. Unfortunately, they're going to lose in the finals probably to the Golden State Warriors, but what a much better year for Brad Edwards and the Celtics of Boston. Now here is the worst one of all. Who could be worse, right? Well, let me tell you, the guy that wins more games in the NBA, 59 than any other team. They have the best record in the East in Toronto. They've been to the playoffs 5 of the last 7 years. Dwayne Casey gets named Coach of the Year by his peers. Well, if that's not good enough, you're fired. What? You can't fire the Coach of the Year. You can't fire this guy. This is the worst thing that could possibly happen. Why does this guy deserve to get fired? It's like, what is enough in the NBA? Do you realize how hard it is to win in professional sports, period? This guy has shown the ability to build a franchise, grow a team, and do well, and you can't just fire him right now. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Come on. All right, well, there you have it. The NBA and these coaches, which you just scratch your head. What are these owners thinking about some of these guys? There's some good, there's some better, and obviously there's the worst. All right, Helmets Off is now off. You can text helmets to 65537. Go to all of those social sites and like us. And of course, if you're smart, dial us in on your smartphone. Until then, we'll catch you soon.